but it needs to be. Right. Hello YouTube. Welcome back for part 2. So I was checking the post I made, and it seems as though people want me to visit the Indigo Quarry next. Well, a person. But still. I have done a little bit of AFK grinding, because why not? So, I have a few upgrades that I've made. I have Phosphor Tabulago, because I can easily grow these Q-berries, which are the Phosphor Slime's favourite food. I haven't purchased any upgrades or anything for myself. Because I thought we can all watch as I upgrade, or the difference that it makes when I do upgrade, in a sense. That way it feels like we're all playing it and we're all growing with the game and not just me. As you can see, I have a metric butt ton of quartz ready to be collected and sold. I also went out of my way to do a couple of very boring achievements, like staying outside of the ranch for 24 hours in the game, and then coming back. One which is dying before 10 AM in the morning. And some more plot collection achievements. I also did the achievement that requires me to fill every slot in a fully upgraded silo, which is nothing short of a pain in the fucking arse. I do, however, have a new keyboard and mouse, so as it starts to acclimate to my PC, it might stutter. So please mind that. As you can see, I have put in the auto feeder upgrade. I've made both of these corrals have a solar net and a music box. That way these guys aren't as vicious when they're hungry. Because you're not you if you're hungry. I have increased my DPI, or the sensitivity of my mouse. This makes it easier for movement. This way I'm not like shoving my arm across the little desk thing that I have. But now that we have 21,000 coins, let's get some upgrades. Water tank upgrade, jetpack, dash boots, pulse wave, heart module, power core, and tank boost number 2. I think this takes my capacity on my tank to from 30 to 40. Yes, it does. So the only thing left to do now is go to the Indigo Quarry. In the Indigo Quarry, we will find not as many more slimes as you would expect. We'll mostly find maybe around 2-3 different slime types. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. The Indigo Quarry. If you want to read any of the text that is in here, then you are able to pause the video. That should give you a clear look as to what the storyline holds. There are 2 new slimes that you see in the Indigo Quarry as far as I'm aware. That is the Boom Slime and the Rad Slime. So before we go any further, I'm going to work on getting a few of these boom slimes. And some food for this rock slime Gordo. I don't have enough space for this yet. Oh no! Oh, there we go. If you remember those two heartbeats that we threw out to get the carrots, because it is the rock slime's favourite food, we should just be able to give it to those two, and it should be able to pop the Gordo. There we are. See, now this opens a portal and we go back to this side of our ranch. But because we cannot access it yet because we didn't unlock it, we have no need to go through there. Look! We have now unlocked the Indigo Quarry on the map. We have some more food that I don't really care about much because it is not useful yet. This is where we get the crystal slimes and the bat slimes. So I was incorrect when saying that there is no other slimes that show up. I had forgotten about inside of this volcano. If we go to the Slimepedia, we can go down to the boom slime, which its favourite food is the briar hen, and the crystal slime, which favourite food is the odd onion. So once we find both of them, we can... actually, we don't need both of them, because I'll be combining the crystal and the boom slime. But now we are over in this area, which is where you can get the water slimes and refill your water. But there's another thing I also want to be here for. If you jump over to this bit, if you see that slime with the green aura around it, that is the rad slime. Oh, it fell off. And around here should be another Gordo. I'm not sure how many of each Gordo are in the game. That is a Largo. Now that we have water, we can shoot it at the tars, and they should explode. One more of the rad slimes, please. I am positive that you cannot catch the lucky or the golden slimes. That's because if you did, then that would just be way too overpowered. And because we now have the blast, we can blast away any feral slimes. Oh look, a lovely teleporter. Brings us straight back to the ranch. One of the achievements that I want to get is filling up, so finding everything in the Slimepedia. It's going to be monotonous, but worth it. And as you can see, there is a lot that I am yet to find. Especially different parts of the world. But now that we have enough money, we can go and open up a part of the map. So we have 19,000, we are able to open up the laboratories. This will give us access to slime science. We need a corral with high walls, an air net, a plort collector, and if we make another over here, then we can purchase this. There we are. Two fully kitted out corrals. If we go here, you can see this big tank. This tank is where you put things like plorts and resources that you can get from drills, and after storing them in there, you can come here and fabricate gadgets. So as you can see here, we have novice drills, which is for a rad plort, a rock plort, and a pink plort. That's what it takes to create it. A novice drill can give you oil and other resources. But first, to see what we should put together, we need to go over here and have a look at the plot market to see what is the most valuable thing. So right now, the most valuable is the crystal slime plorts and the rad slime plorts. These obviously won't stay the same value. Some of the plorts will be more expensive than others based on their market value and how the price can increase and decrease over time. But the most efficient ones to put together is the rad plort and the crystal slime. So if I put those two into a corral, I should be able to just feed them some odd onions once I cultivate them on a farm, in a garden. But for now, I should go and find some food for both the boom slimes and the Largos that I want to create. And I feel as though this might not be enough food. And at the moment I can barely see anything because of the sun, but I will try to do my best to navigate. But now that we have the access to the jetpack, we should be able to get around more easily. This was shit. Whoa, that could have been really bad. I think for now it's best to go and sleep. I would also like to show you the 7Z Rewards Club. By using money, you can get different type of chrome packs. That can also be used to, you know, give your base a little bit of life. But for now, I am only worried about sleeping until morning. Let's go with Mochi Miles. 4 phosphor plorts and 2 boom plorts. Ah, that is not what I intended to click. It is also a good idea for if you have a surplus of plorts and you don't need money all that much, then you can put quite a bit of it into the refinery. That way you always have a stock in there for when you need to make something in a rush. There is one thing I did leave out though. Here you can press E to activate. This is where you can spend money to build different things like slime hoops, stages and other things. If I purchase this and where is it? It's the slime ball hoop. I don't have enough money for that. But I do have enough money for a Gordo snare. That catches Gordos. So that is the only way you can move them. So utility, you need Hunter Plots, which is a slime that you get later on in the game. When you go into the Mossy Blanket, you have the Primordial... The Primordi Oil. This you get from the drills. Buzzwax, which you get later on in the game from... I think it's nests, beehives. But you might also be able to get it from extractors. You also have Jellystone, which you can get from extractors. And then you have the slime stage, which requires pink plots, indigonium, spiral steam, and royal jelly. Royal jelly is very difficult to come across. So if you have a surplus of it, then well done, because it is a very difficult resource to come by. This is just the Slimepedia input of the Builder Shop, which will give you all the information you need to know about it. And the later on in the game you go, the further your appliances can get you things. So, let's say Novice Apiary. So that can get you beeswax, the jelly. So the more levels of it you have, so the higher the working capacity of it. So say if it was to be upgraded from Novice to Advanced, which I think is the next one, you would be able to get more from each cycle, as well as it would last more cycles. There is an achievement that requires you to stand inside of a rad slime's aura for 15 seconds. And at any moment now it should pop. Hopefully. Please. Achievements. As you can see that there are a lot. But we have gone through a lot of the game also. And there is still a lot more to go for yet. Stand inside a rad aura for at least 15 seconds. There we are. And then we also need the boom slime claws. I am waiting for one of these boom slimes to try and explode. That way I can get another challenge, another achievement done. The achievement is for throwing a boom slime in the air, up in the air. Both the laboratory and the cave connect, which I completely forgot about. You have, as it says on the right, T to toggle gadget mode. This you cannot shoot or suck anything into your vac gun, but if you go up to a build site and press E, you can see all your gadgets that you have. Currently, we have none, so we have no need for the build site yet. So Bob likes chickens, or just the meat part of the game. Ogden likes food, so I feel like it's best to choose him. We need odd onions, heartbeats, and Q-berries. We do have Q-berries growing, as well as odd onions and heartbeats, which is nice. But if we do ever need any more, we can always go to the Indigo Quarry. I'm trying to keep my composure because right now I have pins and needles, or paresthesia, in my foot. I think I might go and place the pink slimes with the boom slimes. Is it just me, or did that look like it had way more there than it actually did? Oh, here you can buy toys for your slimes. So, like a Buzzy Bee, and these increase the amount of... decrease the amount of agitation that slimes have. So, like Nightlight, reduce agitation of nearby slimes, especially pink slimes who enjoy the fun in the sun. The rock for the rock slimes, the yarn ball for the tabby, the Nightlight for the phosphor slimes, power cell for the rad slimes, and bomb, bee, rubber duck, other things like that. What did I just do? I got the bee. We don't yet have a honey slime though. Right now I'm looking for as much food as I can carry so that I can give it to the boom and pink slime largos for when they do eat each other's plorts. One thing is that when it comes to making largos, don't think too much about it. If you think too much about why it's weird, then it gets even worse. Wait, I think it's launched a Boom Slime Largo. I'm not fully sure, but if I give it a try. But you can always tell when a Largo wants to explode, because all the cracks, the yellow cracks, they'll more of them will start to form. And then it will get to a point where it can no longer contain the explosion and it just explodes. Wow. I did not expect that. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. For some reason, I must have Wow. I must have misread what the achievement is. No! My boom slime. It should come back down. Hopefully. No, you don't get to eat until you do what I tell you to do. What I want you to do. Why does that never work? Right, let's go hunting for it. Sell 5,000 plots at the plot market. I'm almost there, which is nice. Shoot a boom slime Largo into the air that explodes before landing. So I just need to be able to tell when it wants to explode then. That did not work. You, come here, now. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm waiting for it to... How do I explain this? Basically like cook. Like if you was to cook a grenade in a game. There you are. Nice. Love the achievement. I think, actually, if we go back here, we can make our first gadget. Yes, yes we can. Fabricate. And then if we go over here and we build these, they should just start up. We can read our star mail and then sleep until morning. Let's see how much this is. It's 4,500. So now if we go over here and collect these ports, coming over here should also get us another achievement. Unless I have also read that one wrong. I am also playing and streaming. So if you want to come watch me play live, my account information should be in my bio on YouTube. As well as watching it live, you can interact. You can interact and help me with whatever, or talk. Right, I need to feed these guys and keep a few left over, a few odd onions left over. Oh, the logo's back. It's great. Because now I could just wang him in here. But also collect the plots that are in here. I also want to grab the ports for these. So I can go sell them for extra money. So that we can buy the treasure pod unlock upgrade. That is a lot of money. No! Oh no! What did I do? How did that happen? It's really displeasing. Mochi Miles might be one of the easiest persons to make a trade with, because everything that she asks for is not all that difficult to obtain. But that also means that she doesn't give a high payout. But the fact that you can skip time entirely isn't all that much of something that would make me want to shy away from doing her trades. With the refinery, you can press this button. This button shows, once pressed, it will show you how much of what you have in here. So as you can see, I have like 3 pink plots, 24 rock plots, 76 tabby, 58 phosphor, 8 rad, and continuous. And you can see that there's a lot yet that I have to... Wow, I cannot speak. Sorry. There's a lot in here that I have not put in here yet. To finish off the refinery, you need to put one of everything that can be put in there, in there. So now that we have 2 heartbeat farms growing, I should just be able to collect 25 and feed it to that rock garden that we left quite a while ago. No, I don't want that in there. I demolish this. Then ensure another odd onion garden grows. And I have more food for my boom slimes. Not my boom slimes, sorry, my rad slimes. So if I go over here, sleep until morning, and then return back to my ranch, I can come this way, collect all of these Q berries, and all of these heartbeats. Then put 5 of the heartbeats in here, put the rest of the keyboards in here. Uh-oh. That could cause some problems if I don't clean it up. Nice, I unlocked the fashion accessories. Some fashion accessories are a great way to make the game just that much cuter. A gold slime. Yay, you can't pick up gold slimes, and the only thing you can feed it is golden ginger. That's what drops their plots. So, and because I don't have any, because we haven't made it to the glass desert yet, they're basically useless unless they drop one. Wait, I think there is a pod. Yeah, pod. I think I also want to get a water slime. Well, because they're just cute. I do want to apologise for the audio quality of the last video, because I am aware of how bad it is. I only realised that after I stopped finishing. Stop recording. And what it was is OBS went absolutely insane. Everyone, rush the food. The phosphor slime. And some more food. I guess we go inside. Oh no! I have my inventory slots full. I think here you have another Gordo somewhere. It might be the Boom Gordo. I think there's also the crystal one that lies here, which is nice. Mainly for the exploration purpose. So here I have an advanced treasure capsule and the crystal Gordo. So when I find some of whatever food it likes the most, I can come here with 25 of them and feed it. This place, though, does look awesome. But now that I remember what's here, I also remember that there is nothing more to do here. So when we go back, sort everything out, I will end it off. Oh, there's also that bit. I think if we go around, we might be able to find out what it is that is in there. If you can hear a lot of banging behind me in the background, please don't mind it, because it's just my family. They basically have no concept of respect. As you can see over there, there's a purple. The fuck is purple? A purple treasure pod. Those pods contain golden plants. And there's a lucky slime. Great, and I don't have any chickens. And it's already gone. I think this is nearing to the next part of the map. Not the Moss Blanket, it is a place after that. I think it's called the Ruins or something of the sorts. Through this tunnel, somewhere, is where the Rad Slime lives. The Rad Slime Gordo lives. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so it does not. But it is in a cave somewhere. That is all I know. I'm not sure of the whereabouts of this cave. It's mostly the one just outside of where we saw earlier. The one that I do not want to go to, because I know that if I try to go there, I'm gonna be knocked out because of going in the water. But now that we're back, it might be time to open up the grotto. Which means now that we have free movement in between this area, the normal part of the ranch, the laboratory, and the teleport that allows us to get from where the rock gordo was to over here. It also allows us to use more plots, and I need this for a pond for my little puddle buddy. Oh no. There. Unfortunately though, you cannot combine normal slimes and puddle or fire slimes together. Which I think is a shame. It could have made some great combinations. The strange diamond and the indigonium can be put into the refinery. I'm also aware that in my last video I was very expressive with the swear words that I used. I think that what we have done today would be considered a lot. We discovered the Indigo Quarry, found multiple Gordos, enslaved, captured, no, that still doesn't sound any better. We domesticated 3 new slimes: Boom Slime, Rad Slime, and the Crystal Slime. We also found out about the refinery by opening up the lab and being able to get through the grotto. So I think altogether it has been both a good stream and a good recording. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more of my shenanigans, then feel free to subscribe, because I make a video twice a week. Obviously it might change in the future, but for now this is just where it's gonna be headed until, you know, I get a job or whatever. God, can't wait for the day that happens. Right, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.